It's a bird, it's a plane, it's the cat food you ordered from Amazon. Retail giant Amazon is planning to use drones to make deliveries. Flying robots used to sound far-fetched, but not anymore. What does it mean for your life and your money? Because even when they say it's not, it's always about money. In the skies and across the airwaves, drones are on everyone's radar today. From Amazon's flying deliveries to the latest plot twists on Homeland to video of the violent protests in Thailand. If you have been watching TV in the past 24 hours, you know that drones are everywhere. Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos is flying past the competition with his vision for drone delivery in 30 minutes or less, just like a piping hot pizza. What could possibly go wrong? Let's ask tech expert Todd Hazelton, naval analyst Chris Harmer, and our very own marketing guru, Bruce Turkel. Todd, let me start with you. I mean, Bezos himself said, you know, one of the biggest problems is we don't want these things crashing into people's heads. To me, there's a lot of logistical challenges, especially with how much I order on Amazon. I mean, those things you won't even be able to walk around.
Right. There's a lot of problems. I think, one, what happens when they hit buildings and fall down on people? It could possibly happen. It probably will happen, right? Two, what happens in stormy weather? They're promising 30 minutes or less. What happens when there's weather blocking controls? Three, where do you drop these packages, especially in a city, probably one of their target markets, when usually you'd come out and meet the delivery man, sign it, or they leave it with a doorman.
And there's the FAA.
What's the doorman going to do? Oh, looks like a drone's coming down today.
Right. Right. No. So, I mean, it was Chris, you know, when you watched the video on 60 Minutes last night, you know, it was a very nice landing. The drone came to the front yard and it gently placed down its packages. You know, it was no trouble at all. Is this how you see it working, or are there some challenges?
There's a lot of challenges here. As a helicopter pilot, as a retired naval aviator, we had a saying, if something is not going wrong, it's about to go wrong. There's just no way you can fly this many drones and have it work effectively. Technologically, yes, you could do this today immediately on a one-time case. You can't do this with hundreds or thousands of drones making multiple deliveries simultaneously. And technologically isn't the biggest hurdle. The biggest hurdle is the regulations involved. There is no regulatory framework for this type of commerce to take place in. Technology always takes place before the regulatory framework. Let me give you one quick historical example. 1903, Orville and Wilbur Wright figure out how to fly. It wasn't until 1926, the Air Commerce Act, before the federal government established the safety and regulatory framework that enabled commercialization of aviation.
Yes.
Right now, we just don't.
No, for sure. I mean, we don't know any of these things, but Bruce Turkel, I got to tell you, when I saw this, you were the first person that I thought of, because I thought, what fantastic marketing and advertising. I mean, if these little things are flying all over the place, and shockingly enough, they all say Amazon Prime. What a marketing opportunity, right?
Yeah, but the big marketing opportunity is that Jeff Bezos got on national television during the most important shopping week of the year and came up with something so outrageous that we're all talking about it. I mean,
so do you think it's fake? You think it's just a scam? It's just marketing?
I think the word for it is actually a technical term. It's called hogwash. Listen, I would order stuff and just sit at home with a baseball bat trying to knock them out of the sky. My dog and cat would take turns. No, this was for him to get on television, and we're all talking about Amazon. We all think it's the coolest thing since sliced bread. I think it's a bunch of
Todd, is it a ruse?
I think it might be, and I'm with you on that topic, because I was looking through the Federal Aviation Administration's roadmap for UAVs. As a matter of fact, there's 3 stages. Right now, it's accommodation, so that's on a case-by-case scenario. So when you have border patrol or you have people chasing fires, then you have integration. That's what's happening when they're creating their new legal laws for this device, is robots flying through the air. New regulations, that's the 5-year period that he was talking about, the next 5 years. But actually, it's evolution when the FAA plans to start allowing more aircraft into the air, into airspace, and that's actually 13 to 15 years out from now.
But you know, Chris,
so I think it's a little crazy to go on the news yesterday and say, hey, we have drones.
But wait, I mean, I don't know, guys. I mean, last night I was watching TV and drones were everywhere. It literally didn't matter what you were watching. First, I watched 60 Minutes and they talked about how the drones were coming to deliver, you know, my cat food that I need. The next show I was watching was Homeland. They had drones out on that. They were going out and they were going to, you know, attack what had gone wrong. I don't want, spoiler alert, you know, I don't want to ruin it for anyone who has it on TiVo, but there was a lot of drone involved there. And then you look today, and Bangkok, Thailand, somebody has flown their own drone over where there are government protests, trying to film and show the rest of the world what's really going on there. There are people, I think we have video, there are people, I think the police were trying to shoot down, or military in the area, excuse me, were trying to shoot down the drones as it was happening. But look at these incredible pictures brought to us by someone's drone. In the past 24 hours, these stories unrelated to each other, all about drones. I mean, it does seem like drones are everywhere and they're kind of taking over. Chris, am I crazy? Well, on this in particular, am I nuts?
No, you're correct. There's a massive increase in drone usage, but it's important to keep in mind that military and law enforcement have very specific, very permissive rules for their use of drones. Commercialization of drones is a totally different subject. You're talking about flying these in highly populated areas. That's the only place it makes sense to use delivery vehicles or UAVs as delivery vehicles. You're going to have to look at the nexus between local, state, and federal authority. There are going to be plenty of communities that simply say, we don't want drones in our neighborhood. Take a seaside resort community in California.
Yeah.
They may say, we don't want the noise pollution, we don't want the visual pollution. How is that all going to work? The FAA has got a lot of work ahead of them before they're going to be able to...
Which is what brings Bruce to his point that this was all an elaborate ruse to get us all talking once again. Jeff Bezos is a pretty smart guy, so you think that's what it's all about?
He is the drone ranger.
Wait, go ahead, Bruce. Go ahead, the drone
idea.
ranger. Yeah, so you think that's what it's all about, that this is just an elaborate ruse. You didn't look at this and immediately see the marketing opportunity. I mean, it could be 1-800-MATTRESS as it goes flying by your window. You'll order pizza now. I mean, he could just sell so much space on the side of these drones. I don't know. Why not? Bruce.
That's not what it's about. It's about getting you to order this year's Christmas presents right now from Amazon. Look, if everybody was talking about teleporting, then all of a sudden Amazon would be teleporting these gifts to your door. The idea is to get the buzz going. Nobody's talking bricks and mortar, are they? That's all we thought it was going to be this season, and now he's changed the conversation. The man is brilliant. He was a fantastic marketing ploy.
He is brilliant, and I did buy 5 things on Amazon last night, but I do that every night anyway, so I don't know if it was a huge improvement. Gentlemen, thank you so much. I'll send a drone your way soon. Have a good evening. Up next.